EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
On 2, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here we go.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
On 1, ready?
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last. got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
1-1, ready?
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
2nd and a couple. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. And they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Now penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. The 15-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Official. Loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And Elaine slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check. Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they... just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
11 MT, 180.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 49. It's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught at the 7. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit when it's a foot race.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, here's Mitchell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Another run with Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mitchell going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.